What is up, and welcome to the show. This is no good news. No, well, yes. This is, I'm sorry, everything's totally fine, / the new ugly. We'll see what the show gets called, what I'm calling it in the new year. There's actual moves, like this is definitely one of those I really wish things would stop happening. There are things I don't want to talk about, which is why I'm probably going to end up rambling about myself and my day, even though I did. Actually, I don't want to say absolutely nothing. I did not take a nap today. I actually got quite a lot done, mostly around the house, not too many out of the house errands. Those are still piling up a little bit. We are listening to Negative Approach. That was Ready to Fight. This is Pressure. That was, I'm sorry. I think this is Fashionable Idiots. Yep. This is Sick of Talk, followed by Negative Approach by Negative Approach, off of Nothing Will Stand in Our Way. Like I said, it is definitely not a Sunday fun day, which are the episodes I tend to designate on the weekend. Hopefully, typically, in a normal weekend, not a lot of hard news happens, and so we can just focus on human interest stories and. But yeah, no, in a normal weekend we can just do, internet memes and all that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, shit's happening in the world. We will get to it. We'll talk about it. It is the first night of Hanukkah. I wish we could just celebrate that without it being marred by violence. Unfortunately, one of the stories, the top stories I will report is anti-Semitic violence. I actually got quite a lot done while watching the Hunger Games movies. It's going to sound a lot like I just spent all day watching the Hunger Games movies. Kind of. I am in self-care mode. I've got my Biore oil control strip and my Mario Badescu drying patches. That's not an endorsement, though. Badescu in particular is welcome to sponsor this show. The Biore, full disclosure, I'm not the hugest fan of. I have to cut them down because it's not the most flexible and they don't fit properly on my nose. Like the fabric is just not flexible or comfortable. Also, because it's charcoal, which is, was trendy in skincare. It's not even really anymore. You don't even get the effect of the original Biore where you'd pull it off and you could actually see like the results. So I don't even know if it works, but. So I am going to talk quite a bit about sorry, something popped up. At some point I'm going to end up taking the strip off because it'll just it will start to annoy me. This is Every Single Time by this band called Flowers, by Flowers. Yeah, no, okay. Original flavor, um, Hunger Games, Stanley Tucci, Woody Harrelson, um, can't read my own handwriting. Liam Hemsworth, Lenny Kravitz, Wes Bentley, Elizabeth Banks is so good. I love that it's a man in Jeopardy film. Like, I love that consistently she has to save Josh Hutcherson. I just that's great. Yeah, no, I've seen it before. Hunger Games Catching Fire, I've also seen, but I don't think I've seen either of the Mockingjay. Catching Fire, honestly, I think because I had not seen it right after the first Hunger Games, because time had passed, and because I only casually watched them and I wasn't that invested and I wasn't really catching all the names and the lore and all that. I think a lot of Catching Fire just went over my head. It's a little bit of a slower burn. It takes a little bit, like the pacing of it feels a little bit more like Songs of Snakes and whatever. Oh, it's funny that there's a preview for the Divergent series on the DVD for it, just because I am actually slightly a bigger fan of that, and I think I still am. I really like Shailene Woodley. I like Maggie Q. No, I have nothing against Jennifer Lawrence, and I love Josh Hutcherson, actually. I've been a fan of his for a very long time. Yeah, no. Watching them all together now as a marathon, I am getting more into the Hunger Games. Specifically, some trivia that keeps coming up about Catching Fire. Well, first of all, the 3 rejected Ed Sheeran songs, I don't know. Yeah, their soundtracks are a big part of the movies for sure. I would love. I wonder if those were ever released or could be leaked. I'd be curious to hear them. That was Every Single Time, I think. Just confirming where Flowers is from. I did not end up doing any of the events. I wanted to go see Packaging at Easy Street. I had a whole day planned, and then I was going to go to the Cha-Cha and see Fro, who I believe is a Filipino band that's been around since 2007, to rock. They're probably playing right now, or actually Kids on Fire, who also rocks. They're local, so there are other chances to see them, but yeah, I feel like I am missing an opportunity, and yet that's okay. I'm just confirming where Flowers is from. I can't find anything about this this Zach Farrow? Is this Paramore adjacent? Oh, Half Noise. Okay. Oh, this is Half Noise. Okay. That makes more sense. The name of the record is Flowers. Okay. Alright, that makes a lot more sense. That's why I couldn't find anything about a band called Flowers, because the band isn't called Flowers. I've been misidentifying this record every time I've played it for a long time. Yeah, Half Noise is a musical project of Zach Farrow. Yeah, no, this okay. This does need to be put in the refiled in the Paramore section. Um, for some reason, I had it local, but I think I also had them confused with Tissue just because of similar album cover art. I will be featuring some local music, but not exclusively. Um, this is the Ramones with "Do You Remember Rock and Roll Radio?" Off End of the Century.
Rock and Roll Radio. Come on, let's rock and roll with the Ramones.
There's the other piece of trivia that keeps coming up about it was the highest grossing film of 2013. It was the first highest grossing film with a female protagonist since 1973, and that film was The Exorcist. Again, between 1973 and 2013, for 40 years, not one film was the highest grossing film of the year with a female protagonist, and it is the first movie since 1965 that was promoted primarily, whose marketing campaign was built entirely around a female since The Sound of Music. Because if you remember The Exorcist, the ad campaign heavily featured the priest. And actually, the book it is the priest story. I mean, the movie is quite different from the book. I love both The Exorcist movie and the book. No, that's just wild, though. That doesn't sound right. Let's go. Speaking of Elizabeth Banks, Um, Elle Fanning will be taking over the role of Effie Trinket in the Sunrise on the Reaping, which again takes place. My dog's just here farting. I'm like, bruh. I'm like, what is that? Did someone? Okay, he's just here farting. I'm sorry, that was distracting. I'm sorry. It is set 24 years before the first Hunger Games movie and 40 years after the first prequel novel, which is this.
This is Rock and Roll Radio. Stay tuned for more rock and roll.
The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I did start it in that recommended order, though I had previously seen the Hunger Games, the first two, but this will be my first time already like catching fire. I'm like, oh, I don't remember a lot of this. I don't think, like I said, I don't think I was fully invested. I don't think I remembered a lot from the first one. And so, yeah, no, I think I just kind of went, oh, it just washed over me. I did watch it, but I don't think it really resonated with me. This is Catcher in the Rye by Guns N' Roses off of Chinese Democracy. So in any event, yeah, no. So even though Josh Hutcherson and Jennifer Lawrence are confirmed, people are assuming it's some kind of flash forward. However, other parts have been recast with younger actors. So Effie Trinket, made iconic by Elizabeth Banks, will be played by Elle Fanning, and then Karen Culkin will be taking over the Caesar Flickerman role from Stanley Tucci. Elizabeth Banks has spoken out. She said she texted both the producers and Elle Fanning. She thinks she's perfect. She's very excited. We have not heard Stanley Tucci say anything about Karen Culkin's casting. However, Karen Culkin has said, when asked, how does it feel stepping into Stanley Tucci's shoes, lower your expectations, which Karen Culkin is a very fine actor, but Stanley Tucci is a very fine actor. No one touched my car today. However, I think I'm figuring out who's touching stuff, and I think it's my, I always sound so goofy when I say it, but my gardener, Arthur, he does a lot of talking to himself and things like that. But yeah, no, I think he rearranged all the stuff on my porch, the pumpkins and the plastic skeletons, because that's, how do you decorate for Christmas? No, those are up year round. Well, not the pumpkins, but the plastic skeletons are now up year round. But I get, yeah, he's trying to do that. Just don't touch my fucking car. I'm serious. My garbage got picked up. That's exciting. Finally. Um, in the pet report, Karma, who I think there are no pets here right now. Karma, I think, is outside right now. But one thing I've noticed is she will only climb on my shoulders here. Like, it's a very specific, like, she does that climb up and give me a hug, but I think, like, the having the wall there, I don't know, she only does it when I'm here, not anywhere else in the house. But yeah, no, I just noticed that. That's just interesting. Um, and do you remember the concrete slab, get a concrete slab for your cat trend? This happened to be right around the same time like Lowe's and Home Depot really started to be dicks, and so I had thought about it, and then I was like, where am I going to get a concrete slab? And then I forgot about it. I do have a brick, also from around the same time that I didn't say I had planned. I do still plan to paint in the trans pride colors. You know, is it like a Martha P. Johnson kind of a thing? But anyway, I have this brick, and I found Karma sleeping with her head on it, like, and her paw, like, yeah, no, cats like concrete. It's, who knew? Hi, buddy. I was just saying no one was here. Just talk about pets when they appear. Did you have a nice walk today? Did you have a nice walk? Oh, do you think I'm gonna? No. Well, you know we already had one today. Dog break. They're eating the cat. They're eating the dog. Eat your little ear. Duke, why aren't you afraid I'm going to eat your little ear? I'm eating it. That's a lot of kisses. That's a lot of kisses. I love your kisses, but that's a lot for right now. Yeah, no, before we get to the actual news. Okay, I do. You're right. You're right. I need extra kisses before we get to the actual news. I do appreciate Again, that was Catcher in the Rye by Guns N' Roses off of Chinese Democracy. Since we already talked about Hunger Games, I'll play something off of. This is Snakes by Rachel Ziegler, excuse me, and James Newton Howard. The snakes are the best part. What are they called in the Hunger Games? Tracker Jacker, the bees. That was the best part of that one. Is the old there before? I think. But little Nasi. Little Nasi. Oh no, this is the old there before singing at Snakes. Okay, it's all one song. The song is not called Snakes. Okay. Confusingly, it's on the Songbird side because the sides are labeled Songbird and Snakes. You can't figure out how to get comfortable. I know, my lap is not comfortable. But you just like to be so close. Always, always. I like to be close to you too. Oh, okay. And then the ongoing debate of whether The Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie. My neighbor who did not put up their 12-foot, it's at least 12 feet. I'm pretty sure it's the 12-foot. Jack Skeleton with the maracas for Halloween this year did put up Jack Skeleton in a Santa suit with no maracas, and I'm now unclear whether they own two Jack Skeletons or it's the same one and they just took the maraca, they just accessorize it. But the suit seems, and like it seems like it's on it though, like not like something that you could take off. I can't tell. In any event, the neighbors that go all in for the decorating have gone all in for the decorating as per usual. But they, for some reason, they didn't put up their Jack Skeleton for Halloween. They waited until Christmas this year. So maybe that's where they maybe they after upon maybe they received feedback and or upon consideration, because I know last year they had it up from Halloween to Christmas. Or maybe they just want it to feel distinctly Christmas and not like some weird crossover thing. Um, well, yeah, okay. It was released on October 29th. So as far as that is my memory. I saw it on the day it came out. My memory is it is a Halloween movie, but and that the producers marketed it that way. But yeah, again, it is legitimately it is a I always wanted them to do sequels because you know that scene in the park with the different doors and like one of them has like a leaf a clover on it, one of the like they yeah, the Nightmare Before St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, no, I wanted them to do a whole series, but that's just me. um this is Chunk, No Captain Chunk with Pardon My French, off of Pardon My French, followed by I Am Nothing Like You. And then as we get get to the actual news, the usual disclaimers, opinions I express are purely my own. I do express my opinions. I try to cite my sources. I try to be as accurate as possible. I try to let you know, again, this is an opinion show, so it's not the news per se. I try to let you know where my perspective is, but obviously, even just the stories that I pick reflect my own biases. Um, what is important to me is obviously it's based on where I live. So obviously a lot of United States stories, obviously a lot of Northwest stories, but I do try and do a mix of local, national, and international interest. I usually start with international headlines, though, again, the ongoing flooding situation has continued to, City of Auburn City of Auburn, so that's King County, that's like where I live, issued level 3 evacuation orders late Saturday night for some homes and businesses as the Green River swelled, continuing this week's catastrophic floods in Washington. Um, that article does not appear to be behind a um, a firewall, but a separate article about flood maps that were supposed to be done or completed that started a decade ago, was supposed to be completed but haven't. That was behind a firewall. I guess that is less like information you need to know. Yeah, okay. Thank you for not putting this article behind a firewall. I think it's really cynical to like take evacuation information that people might really need and put it behind a firewall as they've done with previous flood articles. Release this one they did not, it seems. Evacuation orders issued in Auburn, Kent, and unincorporated King County. And again, this is go now evacuation in the yellow area. There's a shelter at Ray of Hope, 2806 Auburn Way North. Meanwhile, in the northeast, weekend storm dropped snow as the Pacific West braces for more rain. Whatever song this is, what it is. So I think this is the end of. The end of Between the Lines, or is this the beginning of? Yeah, that's what I thought. Is I'm Nothing Like You? Okay, the story that I've been avoiding, Associated Press, armed gunmen kill at least 11 in an attack at a Hanukkah celebration on Sydney's Bondi Beach in Australia. The massacre at one of Australia's most popular beaches followed a wave of anti-Semitic attacks that have roiled the country over the past year, although authorities didn't suggest those at Sunday's shooting were connected. It is the deadliest shooting in almost 3 decades in a country with strict gun control laws. I hate to say it, but I am, as someone who reports on the news in the United States every day, I am used to reporting on gun stories, violent stories. I am reporting more and more international gun stories. It feels. One gunman was fatally shot by police, and the second was arrested and in critical condition. Police said one gunman was known to security services, but there was no specific threat. At least 29 people confirmed wounded, including 2 police officers. Police officers said they were examining a number of suspicious items, including improvised explosive devices found in one of the suspect's cars. People magazine reporting that I don't know why I say magazine. I don't think it's really a magazine anymore. People.com people. Because just saying people sounds weird, I guess. The gunmen behind the terror attack at the Hanukkah event in Australia were a father, age 50, and a son, age 24. Police say. And it's because it's sadly become a theme song to this channel, among one of several recurring themes. But I play this song way too often. This is four dead. I'm sorry, two dead, six wounded, um, by Father. Oh, this. Okay.
The mayhem at this housing project made no more sense than any of the other shootings. A Father's Day party boiled over. 5 shot, including a 1-year-old girl. Gunned down in a weekend of violence.
Still no perpetrators in that toddler shooting. So, warning, graphic warning. Someone disarms the gunman. I don't. This is from the Independent. Okay, and then in the Brown University shooting that killed 2 and wounded 9, a person of interest was detained, but the breaking news is authorities says they will release the person of interest. A person of interest detained after Brown University shooting that killed 2 students and injured 9 will be released after investigation took law enforcement authorities in quote-unquote a different direction, officials said Sunday night. That disclosure made at a hastily convened late-night news conference represents a stunning turn of events in an investigation into killings that rattled the Ivy League campus, and came more than 12 hours after officials said they announced they had taken a person into custody in conjunction with the attack. The release means whoever is responsible for the killing may remain at large. Well, is. but yeah, the person of interest who again has now been released. Um, um, yeah, but yeah, well, again, they've now been released. But at least that individual apparently served in the army and worked at Arlington National Cemetery at some point. Um, but again, it sounds like um, oof. I have a really bad feeling about this one. I don't like to speculate. Um, oh no. Okay. Yeah. So the media is reporting. The media was reporting that two were found dead at Rob Reiner's home. However, at least according to Wikipedia, his today is being listed as his cause of death. Um, and stabbing is being murder by stabbing, and his wife. They okay. It was reported. It was just reported that two were found dead in Rob Reiner's homes, but the ages were listed as a 78-year-old man and a 68-year-old woman who happened to match Rob Reiner and his wife's ages. So everyone was already speculating. But it sounds like I just want to see um, who the fuck would stab Rob Reiner. Yeah, okay. USA Today saying Rob Reiner found dead alongside wife Michelle Singer. Um, Found dead at their home in Brentwood, California. Um, yeah, Variety, TMZ. Um, Under investigation by the Los Angeles Police Department. Um, Reiner was born March 6, 1947 in the Bronx. Carl Reiner doesn't have acting credits, directing credit. Yeah, I mean, I can't. I mean, it's this is not enough whiskey by um, Kiefer Sutherland off of Down in a Hole. Actually, I think this is not enough whiskey. Whatever it is what I'm gonna play. That's going home, and I love that song, but I love that song, but it doesn't fit my mood. This is not enough whiskey.
Pull the shades, lock the door.
Yeah, this is Kiefer Sutherland off of Down in the Hole.
Memories hang in the hall. Pull them down off the wall. Now it's done. She is gone, gone, gone. There's not enough whiskey in the world tonight. There's not enough whiskey for you to see the light. Not enough whiskey to make it all alright. It's time for you to say goodnight. Find a match, light a smoke, then it hits you. There's no hope, steady hands start to shake for the hurt. You can't take 'cause it's done. She is gone, gone.
Washington Post: how Trump tech advisors overcame a MAGA rebellion over AI. Um, President Donald Trump was flanked by his tech advisors last week as he signed an executive order limiting states' power to regulate artificial intelligence, capping weeks of debate that split his supporters and highlighted the growing influence of his Silicon Valley allies over his agenda. And this is Kat Zakrzewski, Emily Davies, and Eva Dew reporting for Dow, reporting for the Washington Post. Populist voices within the Republican Party mounted an extensive campaign to derail the action after a draft of the order leaked last month, arguing that fears over AI's potential to automate jobs would undermine the party's messaging to workers. A handful of tech leaders neutralized those fears for now, convincing the president, a longtime real estate developer, that burdensome regulation could cripple the industry.
Starts to cry, grab the phone, make the call as the tears start to fall, but it's done. She is gone, gone, gone. Not enough whiskey in the world tonight. Not enough whiskey for you to see the light. Not enough whiskey to make it all alright. It's time for you to say goodnight. Not enough whiskey in the world tonight. There's not enough whiskey to make it all alright. It's time to say goodnight.
The episode provided new evidence that a broader power struggle over the future of technology is playing out inside the administration. As officials confront high-stakes decisions that touch everything from national security and jobs to online safety for children, according to more than a dozen White House officials and people familiar with the administration's AI policies. Most spoke on the condition of anonymity to detail private conversations. This is Changes by Tupac. The debate over Trump's AI policies reflect a simmering rift between the populists and the technology businessmen who together helped send Trump to the White House for a second time. Discord that was commonplace in the president's first administration but has been largely absent from this one. The order he signed Thursday marked the second major win in a week for Trump's powerful and wealthy tech allies. On Monday, Trump said that he would allow industry titan Nvidia to export H200 chips to China in a setback for China hardliners, who warned that the move could accelerate the foreign competitors' AI development. Um, the decision also rattled some longtime MAGA loyalists already uneasy over their plans to expand high-skilled immigration at the urging of tech leaders seeking foreign talent. A split um, with midterms less than a year away that could strain the unusual coalition that helped deliver Trump the White House in 2024. Some Republicans successfully squashed an effort in Congress this summer to implement a 10-year moratorium on state AI laws, and they were primed for a fight when a draft of the executive order intended to avert a patchwork of laws leaked. As Trump signaled support for limits on states' abilities to regulate AI, some staff in the White House became frustrated with the approach of Trump's White House AI czar, David Sachs, and AI advisor Saram Krishnan, two well-known Silicon Valley investors. Outside groups provided alternative executive orders to staff in key White House offices, sparking confusion among lobbyists and activists who didn't know which order the White House was actually considering. The draft from Sachs could create a legal task force to challenge state laws that are inconsistent with Trump's administration goal to sustain global dominance in AI, sparking fears among some conservatives and AI safety advocates that the administration could challenge state laws intended to protect children online or regulate data centers amid concerns about rising energy bills. The alternative proposals included a more narrowly tailored order specifically to challenge state laws that conservative fears could lead to woke AI. If I don't like it, it's woke. Woke is whatever I say it is. This is the Dills with I Hate the Rich, followed by the Eyes with Don't Talk to Me. In any event, basically everyone hates Trump's AI policies except his rich tech bro billionaire friends, but he doesn't care because that's who he's listening to. Just FYI. Is that image of Donald Trump using a walker real? No, of course not. But it was released. It was created with AI. It was released intentionally in conjunction with his announcement around. Breaking. An image leaked shows Trump using a walker moments after he signed an executive order banning states from regulating AI. The other interesting thing about this is apparently Google has invisible to us, but not to them, watermark on their AI generated products. This is fact checking by Newsweek. Why it matters. The AI-generated photo appears to be designed to make a statement about Trump's executive order that limits states' abilities to regulate fast-growing technology. Trump has long championed AI and argued that state-level regulation will be cumbersome and limit U.S. dominance in the field. Critics contend that the move undermines states' rights to protect their residents and hands more power to tech companies. Yeah, states' rights only matters if we're talking about gay shit, black shit. We're not talking about like corporate shit. Come on, like come on. What are you new? For real though. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna play that. Though I may at some future point. A band whose name I can't say and whose song title I can't say. This is The Germs with Round and Round, probably followed by Chaos, definitely followed by Agent Orange. I'm assuming this isn't a rat cover, but that would be hilarious. Again, this is The Germs. Off of a compilation called What Is It? What Records, Los Angeles Punk Rock, 1977 to 1983. Oh, I apparently was on the wrong side, so... Okay, this is Don't Talk to Me by the Spastics. Oh, wait. Oh. Did I just play this and I'm playing it again? Okay. Well, we're already enjoying it, so I'm going to let it play out, but okay. There are certain labeling conventions that are not universal as I wish they would be. One thing I do love about the Cha-Cha shows, other than the fact that they're free, um, is that um, they end at a decent hour. For given that it's a Sunday and they know people have to work the next day, they end at a decent hour. The bar stays open, you can stay, but yeah, the shows, yeah, get you in, get you out. I'm still thinking about it. I should have gone. I'm gonna regret that one. Maybe we'll play some Throw in this episode at some point. This is Round and Round by The Germs, followed by Top Secret by Chaos and Agent Orange Out of Limits. Off of What Is It? Yeah, no, but the photo of Trump using a walker circulated on social media predictably got millions and millions of views. It again has been fact checked. It was AI generated. This is Chaos with Top Secret, followed by Agent Orange with Out of Limits. Yeah, the photo of Trump with a walker circulated on social media, with several people quick to point out that despite appearing to look realistic, it was AI generated and was not originally published by mainstream media or credited to a photographer. Other versions of the image were also shared on X, including one of Trump using a gold walker and a video of him walking with it. Sorry, I skipped over. Yeah. AI companies want to be in the United States and they want to do it here, and we have big investment coming, but they have to get 50 different approvals in 50 different states. You could forget, but if they have to get, that's an excuse to let companies do anything. That's an excuse, like, what the, like, override any kind of state's rights. That's like the least Republican thing I've ever heard anyone say, and that's wild. Oh, yeah, one user. Fake video of Trump with a walker goes viral. The real executive order he just signed is is way more consequential. This is Agent Orange with Out of Order. I was wondering because I was like, there aren't very many Agent. I've never heard this song before. Is this a cover? There aren't very many Agent Orange songs I don't know. I'm not surprised it's an instrumental. They weren't always a surf band, but when they were a surf band, they were an excellent fucking surf band. Agent Orange, definitely a huge but somewhat forgotten player in the Southern California punk scene. They were really part of like the skate rock scene at the time, the surf rock scene at the time. Um, are all these bands Orange County? I have a feeling that they are. I just got that. Is that true? Hold on, first I have to look it up. I actually really like this. This is Youth by Daughter off of the Wild Youth EP. Fun session. First of all, I love, I love the expressions on these children's faces. Second of all, whoever did this child's makeup, yeah, that's practically blackface. Like but whatever. Oh, did they do their own makeup? Probably did their own makeup. Okay, then I take it back. That's fine. Perfectly acceptable. Me too. Should you say changing touchscreens of our future? I mean, that failed about right. Yeah, okay. They're not literally from a place called Placentia. Is that I'm? Am I? That I can't. I have to be mispronouncing that. Is a city in Orange County, California, part of Los Angeles' metro area? Okay, I'm moving to Placentia tomorrow. Agent Orange is they have a Wikipedia page. They're that big. Agent Orange is an American punk rock band formed in Placentia, California. Until corrected, that's how I'm saying it. In 1979, the band was one of the first to mix punk rock with surf music. Boop, fucking boop. Oh, Placentia. Thank goodness. Placentia. Have you the videos of like what's a word that you mispronounce? Oh, I have tons. I can't remember them, and they're all the same ones everyone else has. Oh, what are the words I still mispronounce now? Like,
setting fire to our insides for fun, to distract our hearts from what they're
oh, um, well, yeah, a lot of talk this weekend, a lot of pieces. Holy shit. They really have all their floodlights on. Okay. All right. CNN Business, 4 reasons you probably won't get a $2,000 check from Trump soon, and one scary reason you might. Am I going to play this one out? I think I'm going to play this one out. This is Daughter with Love off of the Wild Youth EP. Oh, it is Glass Note. Okay, that makes sense. President Donald Trump has promised to deliver $2,000 tariff rebate checks next year, raising hopes of a lifeline for millions of Americans struggling to make ends meet. Although Trump has suggested these checks are said, I am skimming the article, not reading the whole thing, by the way. This is CNN reporting by Matt Egan. Although Trump has suggested these checks are essentially a done deal, the reality is there are major, perhaps insurmountable obstacles standing in the way. Experts tell CNN it's improbable that the federal government will send out $2,000 checks next year unless it looks like the U.S. economy needs to be rescued from an imminent recession. I would be pretty shocked, says one expert, but here are their reasons. One, the math doesn't math. Bettors on prediction platform Polymarket seem to agree they place just an 11% chance that Trump creates a tariff dividend by March 31st. I'm going to go ahead and actually buck that and say I believe he will. He loves putting his name on shit. I don't think it actually costs that much. I think he's done it, but there's precedent. Yeah, I think he will. And I think especially moving into the midterms, he understands to begrudgingly, regretfully quote sexy red, I love those Trump checks, or whatever she said. Like, whatever. Okay. Okay, this is an untenable situation, and I'm all right. Perhaps the biggest obstacle is that the numbers don't add up. Tariffs are undoubtedly generating gobs of money for the federal government. Trump's new tariffs are projected to raise $158 billion in total revenue in 2025. That's from us, by the way. That's taxes. That is additional tariffs or taxes that we pay, Americans pay, that have been paying. But I guess the proof of concept is we've been paying it, and and life goes on. So Trump's been going on and on about tariffs since like 2010 or so. Since the 90s. Like he was obsessed with the Japanese. Then it became all about China. But he was obsessed with the Japanese and not paying. Yeah, no, he's been obsessed with tariffs for decades. We'll see though, because companies are suing. Shout out to Costco. And this is Love by Daughter off of Wild Youth EP. And according to estimates from the Tax Foundation, will raise $207 billion in 2026, assuming they are not legally challenged successfully, which I'm assuming they won't. I don't think the Supreme Court's going to end up on the right side of that. That would be an interesting one for them to end up on the right side of. Though they do love to prove that they are fiscal conservatives. No. Oh my God. The entire B side of this, featuring Puff Daddy, featuring R. Kelly, featuring um this is Running Your Mouth. Wait, featuring Snoop Dogg. Fuck. Okay. Damn. Biggie. Oh well, oof. I was gonna go the other way and be like, I'm glad you didn't live to see how some of these fools be acting these days. It is unbelievable. By the Notorious B.I.G. Oh, I 100% thought you were outside. Hi, Karma. All right, Karma in the house. Have you been asleep that whole time? Okay. It's hard to say exactly how much tariff dividend checks will cost because virtually no details have been released. Still, the Tax Foundation. Hi. Yep. You just woke up, girl. I can see. Are you gonna try it again? Like, you just fell. Like, hi. One of my favorite. This is I can do another pet report, cat break. One of my favorite things about Karma is she is for a cat. She is not graceful at all. Like she falls. She does like they all do. because it's like some wired in their brain thing. She does land on her feet, but she trips and falls and like she also. I mean, it's like Tom Cruise. If you jump off the top of a building enough, you're gonna break your ankle at some point. Like she's also a super fucking daredevil, and so some of the things because she attempts things that she shouldn't be attempting, and that's how she gets hurt. But no, well, she actually also she always lands on her feet. Not that's how she gets hurt, but that's how she ends up like I'm like she seeming super clumsy for a cat because she falls off shit all the time, but mostly because she's climbing on shit all the time. Yes, you. What? What? What do my fingers smell? I don't know. You seem mad about it. They smell like dogs. They smell like dick. No, we're not doing this because. Right? There are features on this that I don't want to. Oh, I could play that, but I'm not. Okay, we'll save that for another time. Biggie, give me one more chance. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't even make sense. Oh, unlike Stanley Tucci, Woody Harrelson is also confirmed to be reprising, but well, he's attached to the new Hunger Games, though there's a strong possibility it's words. Um, it, 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 it could very well. That was a noise. Wow, it could very well be just like clips. You know what I mean? Archive footage. That's how IMDb refers to it. Yes, they're in that movie, but it's archive footage. Um, this is nothing you can take from me.
Dizzy from spinning, wrapped around your finger like yarn.
This is Roll by Flatland Cavalry. Oh, also, it may have something to do with the lasers. I don't think it's. Yeah, she doesn't. She's not this affectionate, and she doesn't want to hang out with me. She likes the light, and she comes over here to hang out with that light, not me. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna. Well, it doesn't matter. Whatever stories I get through, the stories I get through, whatever I don't get through, I'll get through tomorrow or the next day. This is how it goes. Still, the tax foundation modeled 3 designs for tariff dividends. All of them would cost more than the new tariffs are projected to bring in this year. Wow. For instance, the checks went out to only tax filers and spouses that had a hard cutoff at $100,000 in individual income. That would still cost $279 billion. Is that true? Um, that's $121 billion more than tariffs are projected to bring in. Um, At the high end of the scenarios analyzed, tariff dividends could go out to tax filers and non-filers as well as spouses and dependents. That would cost $606 billion. Again, that seems so unlikely that.
Can't take my history. You could take my flaw, but his name's a mystery. Nothing you can take from me was ever worth keeping. Nothing you can take was ever worth keeping. Singing. She out of her mind. Can't take
You
my
can tell.
time.
Okay, so one of the things I love about this soundtrack is that these are like recorded in situ, like they were recorded on set, like
Take my will.
not in studio and then like lip
It's
synced.
just a rumor.
But you could tell that was foleyed in. That crowd noise was absolutely foleyed in.
Nothing you can take was ever worth keeping. You can't take my
I was like, do I have that on? I was like, I bet that's on the record. Yes. Um, so that was Nothing You Can Take From Me, the original version. Um, Actually, fuck it, I'll play. Hi, Crunchy.
In the time of the harvest, these
This is a garden by Sierra Farrell.
I held what my true love could read from the ground. But the bounty of a garden can all rot away without love and protection and a heartbeat to stay. I'll never have a garden again where I fall to my knees and work with rain. Now I'm just praying through dirty hands.
Me too.
I'll never, no, never have a garden again. For the land it can dry up, seasons will change.
That's a problem because Trump has administration already held up tariff revenue as a way to offset the costs. They're also going to list it as a separate reason, but the reason is the Supreme Court might, it's unlikely, but they might actually overrule. Yeah, no, and or the lawsuits that work their way up. Like, that tariff money isn't guaranteed to the government. Oh, the vote may not be there. Another major problem is Congress would need to sign off on dividend checks, and it's far from clear that there are enough votes for that. Deficit hawks were already reluctant to back the president's tax law, and this would only magnify budget worries.
I'm dreaming, yes, dreaming of a garden again. Now me and my new love, the seeds firmly sown, are tending the soil and planting the rose. For after the winter comes springtime again, and the garden can grow like a heart that can mend. I'm
Oh,
living in the garden.
no, that wouldn't work. Okay, I was like, would just putting plastic wrap? No, I was like, how do I? No, these need to be separated. Okay.
And I keep on praying to dirty hands. I'm living, yes, living in the garden again. I'm living, yes, living in the garden again.
Did I complete that thought out loud? But I love that they were recorded in situ, in particular because some of like the Appalachian music that this is based on, a lot of that I heard, that I have grew up, were field recordings, and so um, Sorry, I'm figuring out which LA Gun song I'm playing. Is that, I'm like, what are we doing right now? Yeah, there's one more reason by LA Guns. Um, I find it extremely implausible that Republican budget hawks are going to be okay with blowing another 300 billion to 600 billion. Um, one an expert said, um, "Oh, am I just avoiding saying his name? I don't want to." Lynn Xiaomi was my guess. Me when I'm shouting over the music when I could just turn it down. Hey, which band are you here to see? I said, which band are you here? Which band are you here to see? Um, sorry. Um, how to flirt? How to? No, those aren't even the. Oh, that was anyway. Um, yeah, after topping 34 trillion for the first time in January of 2024, the national debt has continued to mount, hitting 38 trillion late last month. So, January of 2024, Biden was still in office. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Like my, right? Is that we're listening to LA Guns. Secondly, or next reason, dividend checks could backfire. There's no doubt that many Americans could use $2,000 checks from Uncle Sam as they struggle to catch up to the high prices of the grocery store on car insurance and elsewhere. Car insurance is out of fucking control. Like, yeah, my pay by the mile is now like, yeah, no, I actually should check. Once, oh, that's the other, yeah, no, update on like a year of pay by mail, or not pay by mail, pay, yeah, auto pay. I don't have a firm sense of like how much money is going out in the same way when I was writing checks, and that's oh, we're not playing. Wait, oh, that wasn't no. Wait, I have no idea what we're playing, but it's by LA Guns. Oh, oh, weird. However, some economists warn that stimulus checks could backfire by worsening the affordability crisis. The problem is that while some people may use the money to pay down debt, others would likely spend it, and that would increase demand. As the last inflation crisis demonstrated, boosting demand without increasing supply drives up prices. In fact, many Republicans blamed former President Joe Biden's 2021 stimulus checks. I don't even remember those. Did he put his name on them, or um, oh, well, were they not forever? I don't remember those, but I do remember the ones that I got with Trump's name on them. It was begrudging, but I cast them because money is money. Me still dreaming of rejecting them being an option. Hey, hey, hey. Sorry. Okay. You know that Cher song about tramps and thieves? All right. This song is called That Electric That. Blank Tramps and Thieves. That was not what I meant to play. Oh, nothing left to lose. I'll have to save that for a future point, future boop. That was LA Guns with One More Reason, followed by Electric. G Slur for Roma people. This is the Slight Slappers. Tomorrow will be fine. I think I played this last night, but yeah, no. All right, this song is dedicated to my baby, followed by "Can't Trust Two Others" by the Slight Slappers. It's 45. Oh, and then I have to play some short Hey Temper as well. Well, I don't have to, but there are no rules. The rules. It's the Hunger Game. I don't know what it's a quarter quill. You gotta kill some people. Like they're sorry. It's just how the rules go. We don't make the rules, except we do make the rules. But those are the rules. Oops. Um, this song is dedicated to my baby, followed by "Can't Trust to Others" by the Slight Slappers. Actually, I got that backwards. This "Can't Trust the Others," followed by "This song is dedicated to my baby." Baby! Hello, baby! Where did I get this into the 45? Alright, my bad. Okay. Okay, well, that was Can't Trust the Others, but also completely at the wrong speed, as is my right. It's my right to ascertain things and play things at the wrong speed. This song is dedicated to my baby. Baby. Oh shit. Oh, let's just play at the right speed now. Okay. That was the song dedicated to my baby, followed by Can't Trust the Others. Ken, sound pollution. Shout to Ken from sound pollution. This is Sweatshop Commodity, followed by Subordinate, followed by Download, by Short Hate Temper.
What Biden era stimulus checks? I remember Trump checks. Did I get one? Do I was his name on it? Is Biden so innocuous that I cashed checks with his name on them and I forgot about it? Like what?
Boop.
Is download by short hate temper off of their split with flight flappers. Sound Pollution Records, Covington, Kentucky.
Oh my God, me remembering that I spent some time in Covington. Um, hmm, it's a little bit, it's a little bit friendlier than Louisville. I will just say, if you're like me, whatever like me means to you, I found Covington a little bit friendlier than Louisville. But they both were actually, I said to my mom as I drove cross country, please don't let me break down in Kentucky. I don't know why I picked Kentucky as a random. I don't know why I prophetically knew I was going to break down in Kentucky. Maybe I didn't. I could have said Tennessee. For all I retconned this story to be like I said, don't let me break down in Kentucky, and then I broke down in Kentucky. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But I don't know for sure. All I know is she wants to dance like Uma Thurman. Um,
Like you work a miracle, work a miracle. Oh, 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 keep you like you know. Ain't nothing but death do us part.
um,
But as I've told the story, well, the main version of the story is I had a great time in Kentucky. I was more biased against them than they were against me. I made bad choices, but survived them. That's what I have to say about Kentucky. Dodge Omni, Pontiac Firebird.
figure that little key. Speaking of surf music, Pulp Fiction soundtrack. Champions. No, it's irresistible. I'm sorry, Fall Out Boy off of Believers Never Die, Greatest Hits Volume 2.
I was listening to that in flashback. I don't know what you did in the dark. What? Me when I'm like, wait, that's all the alcohol I've drunk? 100% on my second bottle. Okay. Meet John Durr. Monterey. Monchichi.
There's like,
Last of the real ones. I'm here at the beginning of the end. We end infinity with you. I'm going out of dreams. To the left of a time. Last of the real ones. Last of the real ones.
real one, real one, real one, real one, real one, real one.
Real ones.
This is I've Been Waiting by Fall Out Boy featuring Lil Peep and I Heart. I Love McConaughey. I'm sorry, this is Lil Peep
I can't get
and I Love McConaughey featuring Fall Out Boy.
when I fall apart. The needle sells my heart. Fuck me up and make me just go crazy. Addicted to the payment you just made me love. I'm dreaming for you, touching on the daily. You're the only one that
Yeah, did you see these great old Oh, there's a brick here too. Being to protect the brick. How come 100 Gex didn't make it onto this? Just asking for a friend.
You got
me when I'm like, where's my other pillowcase? That's a pillowcase, by the way. Speaking of like, yeah, that's a pillowcase. That would have been like here night after night posting content, but also night after night being like, where's my pillowcase?
Holy shit, this is not a cover, right? No, that would be wild. That I This is something to say. Oh, yeah, no, okay. Yeah, there's something to say, followed by When Will I See You Again by the Eyeliners off of Sealed with a Kiss. Also, Be Right Back. Excuse me.
Yell and the hologram. I was going to go back to, we will revisit the Dropbox of Jeffrey Epstein Island photos and the comment section. They did not take the fun, they took a dark turn, anti-Semitism, and yeah, there are people who agree with me on things that I wish they didn't because I don't agree with them on other things. I don't know how to say that another way. Um, that was the eyeliners off of Sealed with a Kiss. Um, this is Green Day with. Oh, I chose Holiday. Okay. This is She, performed in Brisbane, Australia, followed by 21 Guns, performed in Mountain View, California, by Green Day, off of Awesome as Fuck. What are we talking about? How are you doing? How are you doing? No, for real. How are you doing? Because I'm doing fine, but I have an in-person work thing tomorrow. I'm tentatively looking forward to it. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. First show. Hello, Brisbane, Australia! No, sorry, I'm just adding Billy Joe context. Holy shit, I'm still on the stimulus check thing. Okay, I guess that's what we're obsessing about tonight. Academic research has found stimulus checks contributed to four-decade high inflation, though they were hardly the only factor. Trillions of dollars in stimulus, including Trump's 2020 stimulus checks, oh yeah, and Paycheck Protection Program also contribute. Yeah, okay. We know where we are. It's not just Biden. Okay, obviously. Okay.
Shout out to Emeryville, California. Just yeah, well, we're talking about Orange County. Let's talk about East Bay. Shout out to Emeryville, California. Um,
That was She. This is 21 Guns.
Mountain View, California. Even Trump-friendly economists are highly skeptical of sending out checks to people is a bad way to stimulate the economy, said Stephen Moore, co-founder of Unleashed Prosperity and Prosperity and former Trump economic advisor, told CNN by email. If there is tariff revenue, that should be used to cut taxes across the board. Stimulus checks only stimulate inflation. Additionally, redeploying tariff revenue to pay for dividend payment risk sparks a revolt among the so-called bond vigilantes that drive up treasury yields that set a benchmark for a number of loan rate. That in turn would make it even more expensive for small businesses to borrow and home buyers to get a mortgage. What Congress and Trump are trying to do with stimulus, the bond market could take away instantly, said Ed Mills, Washington policy analyst for Raymond James. One of the reasons that stimulus checks are normally reserved for actual emergencies, like the 2008. That's one of the reasons that stimulus checks are normally reserved for actual emergencies, like the 2008 financial crisis or the 2020 pandemic. Oh yeah, the Supreme Court could wipe out tariff revenues like in 3 or 4, 6, 7. What? Who? Who said that? It's late. Okay, I just want to say thank you, Jesus. My come to Jesus moment this Sunday. Anywhere you go, and anywhere you go, anywhere you go, there's someone who loves you. Will you roll with it? I'm sorry, that guitar solo is literally the Full House theme song. TGIF, TGIS. Not a Sunday fun day though, because too much negative shit. TGIFTGF. Wait, what? Everywhere you go, everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who loves you. Everywhere you go, everywhere you look, somebody who needs you. Michelle Tanner's. What are we talking about? If I if any of this actually made sense, I would be playing Kokomo next. Oh, do I? I actually do think if any of this made sense. Motherfucker. Okay, I swore I had. It is. Oh, shit. Chipmunks. Oh. Well, if you can't play the Beach Boys, play the Chipmunks, because that's like kind of the same, right? I mean, it's Beach Boys, Chipmunks. Okay. Being a surf music. Speaking of surf music, speaking of Cha Cha Slide, speaking of the Cha Cha, this is Old MacDonald Cha Cha by the Chipmunks. I'm sorry, Dave Seville and the Chipmunks. Cha Cha Cha. Cha Cha Cha. Cha Cha Cha.
Get ready now, you kids. The Chipmunks will sing about McDonald's cow, and you do the cha-chas.
I'm ahead of you, Dave Seville. Cha Cha Cha. fake puppet. Moo moo. Cha cha cha.
Now, let's all sing together, and let's sing about McDonald's pig.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Cha cha cha. And on that he had a pig. E-I-E-I-O. Cha cha cha. Oink oink. Oink oink. Here an oink. There an oink. Everybody. E-I-E-I-O. Jazz hands. Cha cha cha. This is the Christmas song. Like I said, we're easing our way into the holiday season. Me too.
All right, you chipmunks, ready to sing your song?
I'll say we are.
Okay, Simon?
Okay.
Okay, Theodore?
Okay.
Okay, Alvin?
Okay.
Alvin?
Alvin!
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 Christmas, Christmas time is near. Time for toys and time for cheer. We've been good, but we can't last. Merry Christmas, hurry fast. Want a plane that moves balloons. I want a hula hoop. We can hardly stand the wait.
Christmas don't.
Okay, fellas, get ready. That was very good, Simon.
Naturally.
Very good, Theodore.
Naturally.
Alvin, do a little... Watch it, Alvin. Alvin. Alvin!
This 125-year-old saga of Alvin and the Chipmunks is a story of favoritism. What happens if you routinely are heavily critical of one child and heavily praising of another? That's exactly what this is.
Very good, boys.
What did Dave Seville actually? What is okay? No, what?
Boys. Alvin, cut that off.
For those who don't know,
Simon, will you cut that out? Get up.
me too. Me, I want that hula hoop. Oh shit. Wowzers. A lot of things going on right now. No, okay. I found. Okay. I think I found what I'm looking for. Oh, no, I did not. Damn it. Okay.
Holy shit! I know. Wait, no, wait, no. No. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. And then not in here either. Okay. No, not in here either. Holy shit. I know. Wow. Okay. Well, first of all. First of all, I know exactly what I'm looking for because I need to put this back in a jacket. Okay. Um. mm, Huh. Okay. Well, I found those. That wasn't what I was looking for, but sometimes that wasn't what I was looking for, but sometimes that's how it goes. Okay. Number 10 this times, just making sure. Oh, because it is. Yes. Okay. Oof. Sometimes when things get confusing. Okay. Also, the art on this is like, that's, this is how they envision the chipmunks. Like, the first. Anyway, um, oh, no, that took almost no effort whatsoever. Oh, this is who wrote called Holden Caulfield by Green Day. We played Catcher in the Rye by Guns N' Roses earlier, and then yeah, no, I wrote Holden Caulfield is a Screeching Weasel song that we're not playing, and that's off of How to Make Enemies, right? That's off of How to Make Enemies and Irritate People. This is who wrote Holden Caulfield, possibly followed by um, Geek Stink Breath or When I Come Around. Green Day, awesome as fuck, live.
So this is who wrote Home Coffee in New York, New York. Geek Sync Breath would be in Japan, and When I Come Around would be Berlin. Supreme Court could still wipe out tariff revenue beyond the budget, political and economic obstacles. There are legal ones too. Most Supreme Court justices during oral arguments earlier this month sounded skeptical about Trump's reliance on emergency powers to impose his global tariff. Remembering that my job has a dental clinic you have to sign up for, and the Geek Stink Breath performed in Saitama, Japan, followed by When I Come Around, Berlin, Germany. Oh, break glass now. Okay, wait. If the Supreme Court says the bulk of the tariffs are illegal, that could throw a wrench in the tariff rebate plan, blah, blah, blah. Break the glass moment, however,
One way Trump's 2000 dividend checks could become a reality is if they become a necessity. If trouble in the job market intensifies and the unemployment rate climbs significantly, and the White House could argue direct payments are necessary to prevent recession or minimize the damage of one, it's almost like we shouldn't want stimulus checks to happen, an expert advisor said, because it will be an indicator something is wrong. This is the break the glass used in case of emergency. This is a break glass used in case of emergency tool. And it should be, no, and it should be, if they use it, I don't know why it sounds so funky. Wow. There's no wah-wah on this track, it's just, how did that School of Rock guitar pedal session go? It, no, I'm lying. How much wah-wah is on this? Am I making that up? Seriously, how much wah-wah is on this track? I'm just asking for a friend. Wah-wah is spelled W-A-H-W-A-H, by the way. When I come around, holy shit, me too. I just like me down because I know you're right. Do what you like. That's what you do right. It's searching for the moment, seeing it and I'm not so good. So I touch listen you. And it's just the world around. Ah! If you know where I'll be found! You heard him shouting over the pre-recorded anyway. You heard that, right? He shouted England, wait. I swear he shouted England, but it's Berlin, allegedly.
Me too. She screams in silence. For real though. Um, there's a dystopia with a song. Yeah, no, this is Dystopia with. This is Love Hate, though I may have played this last night. Yeah, no, outside. Holy shit.
Pretty sure I did play this last night, but yeah. That's the Dystopia. My favorite bands of all time.
Again, right your back, the head will brains right up front. Over extend your mind. Okay. Maybe I am a killer. Why should you care? You just stay around here and fuck my mother and eat her food. No. No!
I want to say that's Judd Nelson or Food Eater.
Comfortable seat. I believe I stood at the back of the theater waiting in silence for 300 friends and relatives in attendance. My uncle had the best Canadian figure in the state. So he was 7 minutes in for the wedding dress. My father was at his last phase of mad destroyer. So my mother, my grandmother, my father, my uncle, and for the common good,
What? Oh. USA Today, why Trump and these MAGA allies are trying to resurrect the R word because they're fucking R words. I'm tired. Time to go to bed. But no, USA Today, the why behind it, yeah, well, curious, but not that curious. Let's move on.
There's 100 gex, but yeah, no, this is I mean, I think we're closing this shit out. This is the end of the episode. Oh, me too. Fills up my card. Oh no. It's me first in the gimme gimmes, and I'm not even. Oh, ruined Johnny's bar mitzvah. We're gonna close it out with this. Heart of glass. Come sail away. Oh, soul me. Oh, wow. Okay. There are options. All right, let's find out. Well, yeah, let's find out.
Okay. So show of hands, is anybody old out there? Is anybody old out there? Are you guys acquainted? Are you guys all acquainted? All right, then this song is for you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's the B side for sure. Hey, hey. This is ruined Johnny's bar mitzvah. In real time.
How's everybody doing? Anyway, welcome to Johnny Woodson's Bar Mitzvah. Glad you can all come out.
So we're having heart of glass and we're going to bed. Is that what we're doing? I think
Finally,
so.
enough people have called us the best band in the world. What do you think about that, Mike? They're wrong. They're wrong. Now, we're the best cover band in the world. We qualify. There's a lady sure all the glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway
I don't know why.
to heaven.
Me personally, gimme. I'm like end meaning for all, but I'm also like,
Because the last time I looked at the lead play, maybe I couldn't draw
oh shit though.
so.